So bakala fulungana. So you have to they don't even them they come with the fake names. So
yes, and the accounts are locked.
Yes, so lock your account and use a name. Be changing your name. So muchinje shineri. Idinena kulamishi banga mwaisa. I'll know that is you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Efona cheba na umbi umulumendo nati. Apopo tufikire. Let us play their games.
Yeah.
We can't be playing.
You have to be smart.
Yeah. You have to play the game they are playing. Then it's fair.
Because now, even if you see a photograph, they are saying at by UPND, they've built this. You also turn around and say you're acting.
Kaili, that's why they don't want, like my Facebook mamputula nomba na yamba. This is the third time I'm starting my video. Ingaba mona abantu bafula somehow yirere kokubomba Facebook. Bare putula. So they don't want anyone to be countering Efyobare land.
So is it the network?
I don't know, because it's the same network on TikTok. So how come on Facebook yire putuka?
That's true.
It's the same network I'm using on TikTok, but how come on Facebook yire putuka?
Even the father struggle, does he manage?
No, I tried to add him 3-4 times in Reputuka, so I asked him to exit and come back.
Is he not in his usual location?
I don't know how they are doing it.
He usually doesn't have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's but Monday, this country is now finished.
Mamona, everyone is joining except Vampombo can't join. So Vampombo, I don't know if he's there. Kula fipanga fyesh mama accounts are apsana. You have many accounts like them. Kabili benefi baba bali kwata ma account apsana. And the different names. So na imwebe ne mule kwata mashina ya apsana na ma account apsana. Na mashina mule chinja. Not every day ulebo mfye shimna di moline. Bakala mikonka. One for Republic. Kula chinja mashina nomba. Let's play their game. Filafi nebale chita. Bena pakwisa mkutu chita ataki. They come with different names. So na mwebe ne mule chinja mashina. TikTok ilasumisha I think every week to change your name.
No problem.
Mule chinja. Amashina yengi sana. Waipera fekshina nangwati chiwombo or something.
Nice, I'll be coming, okay.
Mule chinja mashina pakuti bafulungana. Kai na bena mana tufulunganya. They are always changing names. On Facebook, someone is saying Zambia needs to heal. Zambia needs to heal, but if we today Rosha Lungu, sudden death, Lungu from nowhere, he is gone. And we are seeing all these young boys disrespect him, disrespecting Lungu, ukulaba tukana Lungu.
Can you imagine?
Zambia police na mwikala. Already there are some people abale tukana Lungu. Lungu is gone. Without those people apologizing to Lungu. So we are saying, Munishani wa Freya, Melenga, how are you?
Our president, we are fine.
Thank you, welcome.
Thank you.
Madam Pumi,
Mkwai.
Zambia needs to heal. Yes, Zambia needs to heal, but how many times are we going to heal? We need to change our mindset. We cannot be healing.
But how can we heal when you are rubbing it in? Today, Losha, mule tukana Lungu, muchitumbi. You are insulting someone who can't defend himself. And you expect us to be here and watch that without saying anything? It is wrong. Zambia police should arrest those people who are disrespecting. Imfa yabalungu, balungu is no more. So let them, the family mourn in peace.
How do they expect people to heal when they're selective justice?
When people are insulting balungu muchitumbi. Within 24 hours, no nechitumbi tachiratala la mwambo kula batuka. Elo imaba Zambia police na mwikala. Can you please mute if you are here?
Healing, you must heal. Zambia must heal. Yeah, Zambia can heal if there's a political will from the people responsible.
How can you heal mule tuchena? Tulelo shamambo kula tukana batata ifwe when we are mourning. How can we heal? Don Oscar connection yashu panelo. Ish.
Yashupa?
Yeah. I don't know. He's struggling to connect.
She's not in Empire.
Don Oscar, if you have a different account, you can try joining. It's just circulating. I don't know if it's refusing to add you. But Freya, any words? Bamelenga? Huh?
It was just it's Baleon Africa is talking.
And then she won't for.
Oh, always been talking up and he made it on. Okay.
Okay.
So maybe it's your connection.
Only him. It's only him, Nishi. Because I can hear the rest of you except him.
But tampa no kutampo kuondola.
Yes.
So I don't know. It's the connection between me and him.
Yes, I think so.
Very clear.
Yeah, sure.
He's on now.
So for me, I'm just seeing that he's rotating. He's trying to join.
Oh, I don't think Valem Yumfa fast. Empire, today Yumfa.
We are getting you.
I will put premium 4, premium 5. Oh. When Pumi.
Yes.
Can you hear about Don Oscar?
No.
Okay, what do they want for? Okay. I ahead and contribute.
Okay, yeah, if everybody can hear, let him go ahead. Vale pona. Vale tawai saba pona.
Oh,
What's wrong with you and him? The connection, I don't know what is. Okay, yeah, let's come again.
But in a kunotaire chita connect. Okay, Mwaisa nomba. Mwaisa. Now you are on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So papa di fene mingalato, mu fene mo onfo, pa di fene mingalato fiance, papa fi di fiance. So mo wantu akwales. Today Rosha Wansa and first of all, I have to say condolences to the family. You have former president. I have to say condolences and to the party, the Patriotic Front, because that's the basic of this party, and that's the basic who gave the authority to Lungu. Nobody is going to in any check of authority to PF because it's PF that gave the authority to Lungu. It's PF that gave the authority to Microsata. So that was now, maybe let's come Zambia. Whatever is happening in the Zambia, first of all, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. But I personally, I personally, would respect the desire of Esther Lungu and the daughter.
Tasila.
Tasula Lungu. Yes. If I was, even today, I would say, just as I've been speaking, if I was the advisor of President Akandechilema, I was going to say, listen to the family of the deceased. Do not. So I was going to listen to the family. The family has expressed their desires. Their desire is this. We want to mourn our relative in a private manner. And that means they have given indications how they want to mourn the former president in a private manner. And is the government going to say, well, we have machinery and we are going to do this because what we do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is the desire of, first of all, the wife, second, the children. So what is the desire? Now, if the desire of the wife and the children, among the children, Tasila Lungu, who is the member of parliament, if Tasila Lungu with the mother, they are going to say, please, government, can you help us to mourn our father in a private way? I'm calling you today. I have also other issues myself, but on this part, I would like to participate with you, brothers and sisters. Let us help this government to respect the family so that ECL can be mourned according to the desire of the family, first of all, and then to the desire of his political party, which is PF. I hope the UPND can really subdue themselves to this desire. That's why I've called you in this late night, and I've insisted to come on board and listen. I'm listening to you, and I wanted to contribute this one. Thank you very much.
Okay, so is that a developing news? I didn't know that's what is happening, Don Oscar.
Yeah, it's what is happening. It's been just like that, but we've had, and this morning, the wife issued the desire that she wanted the funeral to be conducted in a private way, because some of us, we wanted also to say, well, come on, why can't you do this? Why don't you involve certain people, please? Then the wife said, well, she needed the funeral to be held in a private manner. And what she stressed is this: special dignitaries and international importance people are coming in. They can go through the house, the home house of the former president's wife, residence. And then the other people might go to the Secretariat of Patriotic Front. This was the desire of the wife of the deceased president. And of course, it was the desire of the daughter, who is a member of parliament, who is Tasila Lungu. Yes, I personally, I said, well, I could have suggested if it was me. I have no authority on this funeral, but I could have suggested to say, why don't you just take the funeral in a stadium? This man was very much well known. I would have suggested they take the funeral in the stadium, and also the celebration could have been done there. But you see, we are from outside. I'm very much far. So the way I feel, the sensibility of the matter is different from the way Tasila Lungu and the mother are feeling it. So I was waiting to listen to them, and I heard that the mother wanted it to be private. So I hope the government is going to respect the wife to Edgar Chagwa's desire, so that the celebration can be private, a little bit private.
So there's a comment. There's a comment on Facebook. They say ECL can't be mourned in a private manner. He held the highest position in the country. We can start with what is your comment on that?
Can I just answer that one? Then you can give the other people. Let me just give an answer on that one. Can I do that, please?
Go ahead, yes, sir.
Yes. The comment that the gentleman has put, which is a very good comment. I don't know whether it's a man or a woman. He has put a very good comment. But what happened to ECL was so bad.
Oh, Father, sorry. I also just want to ask, was he Catholic? Also, to get that one straight, our former president.
No, ECL was not a Catholic, but the daughter. The daughter was Catholic, yes. Tasila was Catholic, baptized in the Catholic Church, wedded in the Catholic Church. But ECL, we respect. He kept his decision as a profession of faith. But the daughter was Catholic. The daughter was Catholic. Tasila, yes, was Catholic. Now, I go back to what the question that Madam Pumulo has asked me, and on that question, Madam, I can say that all of us, we need to humble a little bit. All of us. there's a funeral, and we need to humble a little bit and to respect, especially the desires of the family. I personally, if I was going to help the government, I was going to say, do not use force, but listen to the desires of the family. And so that the family can go ahead, and all of us, the people love ECL. Not Hakainde. Hakainde Chilema did not love ECL. That one everyone knows. And me, I know. President Hakainde Chilema did not love ECL. Batuke Menda did not love ECL. Mwetwa did not love ECL. I'm telling you this because this is not hate speech.
This is the truth. This is factual.
This is factual. So when it's factual, we are going to speak factual. We are not going to hide. So I'm saying, Batuke Menda did not love him. Hakainde didn't love ECL. And who else? And who is this information minister?
Kawana.
Tavo Kawana. Tavo Kawana is one of those people who hated ECL. So Tavo Kawana did not love ECL. It's a fact. We are talking here. I don't want to shout. I don't want to raise my voice because we are still under the mourning. There will come a time when we are going to raise our voices. And we are not going to be scared. Some people would say, we are scared of this. I don't know what the UPND themselves, they think that the Zambian people are supposed to be scared of. But we are not going to be. At the moment, some of us, we have different issues. So we cool ourselves, but we want to participate. That's why I've come on this platform to participate. There will come a time when maybe we will allow ourselves to raise our voices and shout. But at the moment, I advise even the government itself, respect the ECL family desires. They did not want, the government refused to help ECL. President Hakainde Chilema refused to help ECL. The Ministry of Health refused to help ECL. This is history. No one is going to change it. Thank you very much, comrades.
But then when you say private, does that mean private as in just family and dignitaries, or is it? I'm a little bit, confused.
Yeah, I think the wife, they have gone through a lot of people. Gentlemen, all of us who are here, nobody has followed us in the night, in the morning, afternoon, evening. You cannot understand what this is all about. Telling the wife of a president that you have stolen a vehicle. You people, you don't understand what this means. Maybe you don't, I think you understand. But allow me just to say, probably you don't understand what it means. When a wife of a former president is accused of buying a vehicle which I can buy myself, I'm nothing. I myself am nothing. But you accuse a wife of a vice president. The president, I can give you the example of Hakainde Chilema. He's selling a cow or 200,000 kwacha. 200,000 kwacha. Just a cow. And you arrest a former president's wife because she has a house of 200,000 kwacha.
Wondering.
You see, gentlemen, these things is so painful. It's very painful. It's very painful.
Even a cow for 800,000.
Yes, please. It's very painful. That's why when you see that the Catholic Church would say, we don't want the 800,000 kwacha. They have a reason. The Catholic Church has a reason to refuse the 800,000 kwacha. For what reason? Why are you giving them 800,000 kwacha? Why?
Blood money.
It's very simple. The question is very simple. Why are you giving them? Unfortunate enough, our responsibles, our leaders, they say, no, we don't want that money. Thank you very much. Leadership, bishops, thank you so much. Because you don't survive just because somebody can give you money. You survive because somebody can show you love. Love. That's the key point. Somebody show you love. Not because somebody tells you, I have money and I can give you money, receive the money and you submit to my money. No.
But he who pays the piper.
There is a time when we are going to shout. At the moment, we respect ECL. We just respect ECL. And we keep quiet. Thank you very much.
So anyone on the panel, the question is, we have Kale says, Kale Kasunta says ECO cannot be mourned in a private manner. He held the highest office in the land. So anybody who would like to comment on that?
I would like to just contribute on that. I feel at this at the end of the day, like if you look at this matter, every person behind the uniform, for what I like to give an example, behind a soldier or a police officer, behind those four corners of a wall that they're working on, behind that uniform, there is a person before that. So behind that office, before he became a president, he's someone's dad. Before he becomes a president, he's someone's wife. Before he becomes a president, he's someone's relative. So I feel he has where he belongs, where he comes from. Like the father had mentioned, if the mother who gave birth to him and carried him for 9 months felt the pain of labor, has herself mentioned to say she would like something private, I mean, you can't fight that. You can't fight the daughter. You can't fight the wife. You can't even fight the mother, because those are people that were close to him more than any other person. They know him better than any of us. You can share a table with him in politics. You can talk to him, yes, but he has a family before he becomes a leader as well. So us as citizens, I feel we should just accept what will come first with the family, because they come first. Already we had Edith, where the family was not granted what they wanted in the beginning. I think we shouldn't do this with this one. Let's not hijack the funeral or anything. Let's listen to what the family wants. That's why I was saying, if we can plead with my Esther to say, can she please release the body? If the daughter can forgive and say, let bygones be bygones, and they release the body, we will accept as Zambians and as a party and everything. If they will say they want something private, before the body and the coffin went in a ground, there was a private body viewing for the wife, the family, and everything. So before anything, let the family come first. I think that's just more respectful. It's humanity. The man has gone through a lot. He has fought for Zambia. Let the family come first. Office is just an office, but we have families where we come from. I think that will show a lot of respect. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't know, Vamelenga, you want a comment? So if you're not commenting, you can drop.
Something.
Yeah.
I can say something. I
Yes.
think
If you're
people
not
need to
commenting,
respect the.
we can drop so we add people. There are people waiting in the
Yeah,
audience who
I
want to
think.
come in. Yeah, go ahead,
Thank you,
Melenga.
Mama. Our president, I want to say something. I think we need to respect the first lady, the first lady wish, because what we know that our former president went through a lot, and then I think it won't be nice if we won't respect the first lady what they want. So we need to respect them, and then what I see it's what they did to him. It wasn't good. So we need to respect their wish, and we have to be real. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vafreya, comment. We shall drop you so that other people can come in. Vafreya, comment.
Okay, thank you. I think looking at the things, people and the things that feel concerning Tiro. So, Fuyo Konkadza Yava yesterday. Kwena upon the emotional mind. Tinarufiana.
Thank you, Vafreya. Zambia Today, comment. Zambia Today, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Mwita kona subscribe ku YouTube channel and Zambia Today Television. Okay, my comment is that in as much as our former leader was persecuted, tossed left, right, center, but at the end of the day, technically, it still remains like a state asset because of the constitution. So it's a bit tricky for the family to say we want a private funeral or a private burial. If I can take you back, I'm sure you people can recall during funeral Yava Keke. And by then I think I was still in Zambia. During funeral Yava Keke, some few members of the family wanted to say no, it should be a private funeral and Keke should be buried at his farm, was it in Chinsari or wherever. But because it's constitutional that anyone who goes through that office, there's already a prescribed place where they're supposed to be buried. And there's already a procedure put in place for them during their funeral. The only sad part is that the current government has failed from the day they heard about the demise of ECL. They failed to come out, publicly announce, publicly give guidance and the program That is a very big disappointment.
No, Zambia, Zambia on these things, I allow myself. My dear brother, I'm not disrespecting you. I know you are on platform, but but you watch a radio now TV. There's somebody who has switched off a radio or TV. Can he switch off, please? There's somebody who has switched off a radio.
Maybe it's by Zambia Today because there's only 3 people who are with the mic on Zambia Today, yourself and myself.
There's somebody who has switched off a radio.
Okay, sorry. I think it was me. I've reduced. I've turned off.
It's from you.
I don't have a radio on. I don't.
I think it's me, and I've turned it off.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry for that.
Thank you. So, Mourning. But Zambia Today. Maybe it's you. I don't know where it is. It's not Zambia Today. No.
No, I've noticed when it's coming up from Ben's head, so I think it's just the feedback.
Can you switch off your line? Just switch it.
Oh, let me mute.
Yes, just mute. We will find out.
Okay, let me mute, yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's Pomolo. It's Pomolo. So Zambia Today don't want to be so arrogant to intervene in this process. But Zambia Today, when you are saying, if you mambo kulando kuvatio, ma ECL, this and that, Mwabantu wakwalesa, Zambia Today, you and me, we know what has happened to ECL. All of us we have known. Bonse, in Zambia Today, as I'm speaking here, I campaigned against ECL in 2021. I didn't know that this man was very cool and that the cadres has messed up his reputation. I didn't know. I've just understood that the cadres messed up ECL's reputation, but ECL was a good person. He had his only character. But Zambia Today, character, your character, my character, we have different characters, but also ECL had a different character with Michael Sata or with even ECL Hakainde Chilem. But ECL was not that evil. If ECL was evil, President Hakainde Chilema was going to be arrested when he tried to run parallel with the presidential candidate. It has never happened. It has never happened in a world. Nganiku America, you'll be killed. Ama bombs from air. Ama jets. They're going to fire jets against anyone running alongside the presidential candidate. ECL was not bad. He has his own character. Let's accept this. Once hapa naba tutinya batinya bena Zambia. Once mobana Zambia bare mitinya. Speak, you will face the wrath of whoever we don't know is now giving this wrath of the people in Zambia. Imo bantu bakwa Zambia mwalengo kwebati na wapento ife turefo kulosha turefo kulanda nomba mwalenga turande ukulanda to alalanda imo bantu bakwa lesa ine na lise campaign against ECL. Ine, I'm speaking here. Listen to me. I campaigned against ECL. I never knew that ECL was innocent. ECL was innocent. He was innocent. Who is the witness?
I'm the witness. If you want, was Zambia today, if you want me to go and say something, I am the witness that he was an innocent. When they told us that he was an evil person, this guy was not an evil person. I want to know to Kalipa. I want to know Kalipa. What abantu for bakalipire when they were accusing umfweni Zambia today umfweni, let me tell you, let me speak here mwalengo kwe batine shachafo kulanda pantu chidiro nomba, let me speak olubalemwe bati ECL, can you give us what is your program? Everyone asukati, I don't have a program. Mwalimu tukirense mwanse wali mutukirense, he doesn't have a program. He doesn't. I don't have a program. The program I have is a program of Michael Sata. Tapadi aba mupere umuchinshu kwa bati. Iye kwe na ECL. Iye mayo efwa chindi kama Sata. Tapadi imoba today. Zambia today. My brother. My brother. Tapadi aba pere ECL umuchinshu kwa bati. ECL achindike mayo kasata. No kulando kwebati kwena Zambia imo mwe bantu nshakwate chimonwa. Okay, iwe isio chimonwa nshakwate awe nshakwate nomba fishu de chitapa imwe nde pusha fyo mulimo Michael Satata mpire imwe mwe bantu akwales. You will never find a humble person who can say that. Today ECO has died. Today I can say ECO was a number person. Ale kile bakada watifya bupuba. Bakada wale stifya bupuba. But that's what ECO character. Because bakada napali yaka inde chilema. Bakada wali tuka bantu. Bonse wali tuka. Na wine wali ntuka. Pumulo wali mutuka. Ni nani ba witness mulefua. Zambia today. Who witnesses do want to find out that we have been insulted? Because Bakada, Baba UPND have insulted us. Now tweba toibi to sembindi. Now tweba tiwa alafwa. Now tweba toa kese kuzambia. Nibambi. Ba UPND. Mule umfwa imwe. Do you listen to these things? Katwa kalabe. But this is not the time for us to raise the voice. There will come a time, but Zambia today, there will come a time when we are going to raise our voices. At the moment, we want to warn this man who has died in South Africa. When the country Zambia refused him medicine, refused him freedom to speak, refused him freedom to walk, refused him freedom of movement in Zambia, you refused ECL freedoms. Whoever is listening here, you refused ECL freedoms. Even the freedom to go and get medicine. Everywhere, chika tuliabonse. Na ine chikandia ngatapa yoko na stepari ECL. Na ine chikandia. Listen to this. Na bonse imwe. If nobody did anything on ECL, everyone that therefore mukunda poa. Bonse na momo never Zambia today. If you never did anything, ichichika media bonse. Listen to this. This is very serious. I'm not talking. I will never talk about Akande Chilema because I will never talk about him. Because about bishops, Valanda Hakainde Tatesha, Tom Fwa. So who am I to say, to talk to him? I will never talk about him. I've stopped. I will never talk about President Hakainde Chilema. I will just talk about the Zambian people who are suffering, who are crying.
Yes, thank you, Don Oscar.
If you are not crying, people are crying. Get it from me, from us.
Can we give room for others, Don Oscar, to speak? Just hold your fort there. By Mateo.
Thank you so much.
There, by Mateo, welcome by Adrian on Facebook. There is a comment here from Isaiah Zimba on Facebook. He says it's better to mourn ECO in privately because the way the government did not love him. Forget about the constitution here. Even HH is not following the constitution. He's even saying at his own private house. Isaiah Zimba. And by Mildred Yualandat, we respect the wife, but we have to follow protocol, which is standard. You can't be emotional. Protocol is protocol. He was a public figure, a former president. Whatever was done right or wrong to him has nothing to do with constitutional matters. I beg to disagree with you by Mildred Kauseni. You know, in the case of Edgar Lungu, the constitution was suspended for him. He wasn't allowed to jog. He wasn't allowed to go overseas for his annual treatments. He was taken off a plane. His wife was abused. Just the other day, if you follow me, I posted a message to her, Esther Lungu. I'm saying, happy birthday, Mama. You are the most abused woman or first lady that I've known in the whole world. I don't know in the world there is a woman who is as strong as Esther. Because the Nishiba Esther because otherwise in go to the Shika. But Esther, you want to kuma court for a flat when civil servants are building flats. For a vehicle, when civil servants are 4x4. What's more of a first lady? So for me, this thing of saying protocol, if the constitution is there, constitution mandates that everyone be given their human rights, Bill of Rights, article, article part 3 of the constitution is where we have our freedoms enshrined. These freedoms were denied to Edgar Lungu. For the fact that he died alone, he wasn't even allowed to jog. The person who actually cleared him to be on a plane to go to South Africa lost their job. ECO was insulted day by night by UPND cadres without the police saying anything. So let this family mourn as they want.
Well, for me also, when he even still had his immunity as president,
Yes.
we are form with where we know you have immunity and whatever, but we will still investigate, come for the investigation.
Yes, they withdrew his presidential benefits. They withdrew his security. They don't even know where Edgar Lungu was living. So how can you today with a straight face and say we want to have a state funeral? Let's just be honest, Panu. And this is a lesson for every politician to know. Whoever you know in life, you will be judged. Pano the Fidabalanda Tiwaka Mipingura Ngawafa Mkukumana Jesus. No. Life therefore. Yes. Baba Tukana, and the person who was insulting Mamachika Monica, we saw him shoulder to shoulder with the president.
So the constitution only works even ECO in his court.
This is selective law. This is selective application of the law. Must stop. Apapene. God has and exposed you by UPND government. If you are a state which follows the constitution, why did you violate Edgar Lungu's rights to a point where he would deny him to go for medical treatment? And when he went, we have foreigners, Ramaphosa and Zuma paying his medical bills. And you can tell us the constitution is a constitution? Protocol is protocol when you denied paying his medical bills, and now you want to spend millions of dollars to pay for his funeral? Hypocrites, keep your money to yourself. Me, as if I were Edgar Lungu's wife, I would just say, you are not going to spend money on a state funeral when you couldn't spend money to make him feel better or pay his bills. And when they were challenged to say, why didn't you pay his medical bills? They said that they were challenged to say, why are you not paying Edgar Lungu's bills? They are saying it is normal for him to pay his bills. One idiot actually commented on my page to say every person can pay their medical bills. Every person, this is a former Republican president. For 7 years, he ruled the country. What a shame. Inside here, I want to let them stay the hell away from this funeral because God is judging them. But Mateo, the floor is yours. But Mateo, if you are not ready, by Miriam.
No, Wapumulo. I stole the time of Zambia today. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Zambia today. I stole his time, please, if it's possible. If it's possible. Zambia today, please.
Hello?
Yes, please. Please.
Yeah, as I was saying, okay, I'm also a PF, staunch PF. However, I think let us look at this situation on both sides, considering the fact that this person is the former head of state. Yes, he was persecuted, pushed left, right, center, but at the end of the day, technically, he still remains a state asset. Hence, it's difficult even for the family to come out openly and strongly to say this is the direction, because they're also looking at that factor of the constitution regarding the death of the former head of state.
What about the constitution which talks about our freedoms?
You are Zambia today. You are Zambia. You are a PF. So don't you think that the freedoms have been abused?
Madam,
Go ahead, Miriam.
Okay, tuande. Yeah, mwanji ine mwanji nangufepene mulelanda mwanji ndelila. Pantu wanu ine shatalamo napo ife yachitika kuli ba Edgar Lungu. Tu umuntu wakupata mwe bantu mulelanda. Bushe kuti akutemwa mumfwa. Siri imwe shuwa abantu ba Edgar Lungu bali bapoke efintu fyonso kubapanga bankrupt. Moneni, let us know the problem with Zambia is we like being hypocrites. Okay, to aditemwa ukuchita pretend. A problem, that's why tatapa noko tuya, tatuya na kuntanji, we like pretending. Elo nomba, to aditemwa kutina. Ukutino mwezo. Pumi, you are doing a great job na wachika moneka kan. Please, bushakashita kwa ba group which can arise in Zambia na ngukaa nono, which can talk, which can die for the nation. Mweba antunga tulifiezi tulechitefinchi nisi fine. This Zambia is not going anywhere. There is need for abantu ukuba chonko la kumitima baishi wakobati this is wrong. So imwenga basungina ba Edgar Lungu bali ati you what and what. Me, I support what the family wants, and I don't know who can convey this message. Ukwebati we mitinya na muma families, just families. Tulala ndefu murefu amwebana. Nanguma aunties rise blah 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 blah. Ba ngani bano ko ba so bali fuire na bafia tulalanda. Me, my father, my mother are passed. They have passed on. But tulalanda ko bati fo turefu ekirido chibeso. Okay, mulelanda mwebalelanda yo what he was whatever technically. Umuntu bamukanya first medication fee. Okay, you can do anything that you can do, but when it comes to health, you should have mercy.
That is the crimes against humanity.
Then after that watampo ukulansha nyefe mwarefu gushani. Okay. Teti mukanyo omuntu. Imo, what does it imply? Bushe, are we so blind and what is happening kanje? Imo shwa in the error now fila pape no kwebati. Yes, was it yesterday? That's when I heard. Kwebati, a person who cleared him was sacked by him with the fire. I said, Jesus, this is more serious than anything now. What is that? What is that? Sure. Finish if you. Eh? What is that? Because if nani can you had on your boss konimana about Tibachana about Chilanda about as you were talking, was breaking more, even as the Queen Pumi you were talking, was breaking more. Who can arise? No one arose. No one arose. No one said anything. Hey, system. We are quiz. Chimo chinefe na banani kana ba Edith Nawakwi. Now, where are we going as a nation? First, where are we going as a nation? Where? And we are saying that this is a Christian nation. They are bishops, they are pastors.
And you know, my sister, and we have a man, a fully grown man saying constitution is constitution. We must follow the constitution. What constitution? The same constitution says give people muti. It is a basic human right to give someone muti. It is a crimes against humanity. In fact, the Lungu family should sue the government of Zambia for its death.
It is a crime.
It is a crime. So, mom, if your mom, but we should follow the constitution. What fucking constitution?
But excuse me, what constitution can lead a person?
What constitution allows umuntu kumutana omuti? What constitution? Why do you want to have a funeral? Why? What? Just be honest. You are happy that he died. Why? Because you denied somebody medication. You are ready to spend millions of dollars for a funeral. What the hell? What the hell? Please. We you know what?
Apana ngwasi celebrate. Apana ngona basi celebrate. Na basi celebrate here we know. But the blood of an innocent
who cry
never rests. The blood now wakes up. Muchibemba. Again, none of Muchibemba. Umulopa wa muntu wa kaele. Muraumva?
This is critical.
Amasu yakul. Umulopa wa muntu wa kaele.
God help us. Just God help us. God help us.
So we are here. When we say Vayubi Navalanda, Takurukulanda, Pantunga Malanda and cyber security. Some of us.
Let him shut up. Does he buy us our time? Phone. Na internet service ulipira. Na brain watupera no tunwe watupera.
For idea yabo. Cyber security yabo yakovati. Lekenu kulanda ngabamole fintu shanyuko takuli kuzala ngawa.
No, they cannot stop us. We have the power in the constitution, in the Bill of Rights. And for them to stop talking, they have to call a referendum. Awena Zambia monse tukaye mkuvota tukasuminia tukufumalero tu aleko kulanda. Keti abantu muka boardroom wapanga cyber law to shut us. That cyber law is illegal. It's an illegal law. Unless natukano muntu, yes, the cyber law can come. We are not insulting. We are saying how we feel. We are saying our opinions, which is our constitutional right. Enough is enough. Constitution, mubelenge constitution hii. Nena aliprinte if inarifikuwa hata fionse. I printed if and apapa no later cyber law. I even becoming to be an expert in the constitution, because nobody can lie to me. The cyber bill cannot be changed without a referendum. It is one of those clauses that are protected in the Constitution. That's why you say in your Mushiku.
Hello. How are you?
Go ahead by Ed.
Is your husband
You can.
around?
Yes, we are here. Go ahead.
I need the faucet.
You need the what?
Bathroom faucet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry?
Can you mute by Adrian? You are live on Facebook.
Sorry. Let me talk to somebody here. Now I'll come after someone. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Let me just
So go
talk to
ahead.
someone.
By Miriam, sorry, Nachmi Putula, go ahead. And then you are Roche, you can come after by Miriam. By Mateo, are you
Yes,
ready?
sasa machilalanda mati. Can this message or whatever can it be conveyed kuli ba nani ba mami ba Esther na family kwebati let them do. Ero nomba nefe bade chita decide nefe bade chita communicate with the husband, we don't even know. We don't even know, maybe he said it. Then bale bachita whatever you see, but yeah, that family is tormented. They are what? They are traumatized. Look at nani kan, look at nani kan huyu mwana Tasila Lungu tefi. Tasila Lungu alefuma ku America tu atwera omwana ku hospital. Alefika fe pa airport landinga fe bamuchita arrest. What is that now? Why man? So these people are traumatized. They want privacy. Let them be. Let it be. Let it be. Let's forget about whatever state. Uko kuna nkani ku secretariat nga mulefu public. Kabiani mule losho. Those people are traumatized. They need a lot of prayer. They need a lot of love. They need a lot of comfort from the Lord. Let's not pretend. They can do if it was me and you. Every day, bade kukonka uli mukoti uli ku police uli kwisa. We bantu ineshkwedi na mashunga ndifya kulande ndifya dimpapu shift chika Zambia. If you shut down, I don't know where we are going. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miriam. So, Eliashi, you may want your take your Mateo. The thing is, they want to hold a state funeral, but looking at how they have humiliated this family. Miriam, Tasila Lungwadi Kuno, recovering from childbirth, she was listed as the most wanted person in Zambia. I had to come in and do a video about government that you are violating a woman's right. She was on paid leave. How can someone be most wanted when I reported some maternity leave? Oh, she has been
arrest. Police.
But Mateo, your comments. If you are not ready by Mateo by Roach, you can come in. Baroch, you are not ready? Elia, are you ready?
So, niliza kamba kwa sababu kutiva mimi vitu tikaligo ipa ya kuti wantu tinizi wawai wamine abo bakainde baganza munga n'abantu babo baganza munga bangasita control bantu na kushita torment bantu. What coming kambe ko chape I think God is in control and na family ya ba Edgar abashita comfort udi bonse bamene bapitamo and then ni vache ndivame mwakamba wonsa panga
bakazi b'abalungu baziba bebenza okamba na bamuna baabo monga mwamene bakambira basista ba Miriam. So nga bakita decide kuchita moni bamuna baabo na bana baabo na family chabe. That's okay. In fact, once bakainde na once mu government swafunika nonkana mo involved mu vamajiro ife. You know? Sunga nkane muntu namuzonda and then hapa tinaenda nikambe. That's why na maji wakati ukamwona so. Chukwa bazi yakuti muntu pamene enza kali moyo siweze kumverana na eve. Vakuti varesa muntu kuenda kuma hospital kuti kumwa mankwara. Kumanga vantu. Ero pamene ninga kambe kochabe vonse pamene vachita kuri family including vandani vajoina ngo vakazi vanafa vamwana wako
Vana wakwi ya
vana wakwi na venango vamene stizi vamene vachita tormenti vamene vapaya vachita viri vonse vamene vachita Mulungu avaona vonse vamene vachita vizakavabwererera na veve ero vaEdgar variriwa charo chonse vakainde kuribe na vamene ava vakonga vamene vavatufya kuriba nzakavarira vese chifukwa chakuti we muntu ukaipa mutima you reap what you sow. Bible says God cannot be mocked. How is he mocking God? By abusing God's children. God created all of us in his own image, and the command that we have first, we have to love our Lord, our God with all our heart, everything that we are, and then we love your neighbors, you love yourself, and then you forgive those who trespass against you, so that God himself can forgive your own sins. So if you cannot forgive your brother, and then you are called an elder in the church, you are called an elder. And I know that an elder is just nizi na chabe. Mungu aine kironkara na mtima wa mushe mukati. So, vamene vachita vizavabwererera. Mulungu aziva vonse vevanachita. Bible ikamba kuti vonse vamene vichitiwa kofipa Mulungu azavireta kotuva. Kuribe vo bisama kuri Mulungu muno mucharo. So you cannot think you are God tormenting people. Ukaverenga Bible muri kings that were wicked, very wicked. But Mulungu anavachita ambo. Anavachita ambo. So it's the same as wakainde. You cannot go around revenge yachan. When Bible says sunga ende kubedi o karipa. God is encouraging all of us to forgive people before kazuva kambira. But wankara maezi na maezi paka wazichitana around to be used by the devil to be tormenting people. So ndeva meninga kambe kochabe nekuti vichitika nivoipa whatsoever a man soweth, so shall he reap. Vanzaripinga not just vakainde vana vao vose na vakazi vao vamene vavayangana vachita vaupasuma vauza vamuna vao vose nazotamba vaja venango vazitana ati ni vapasta ati vandani vaja kani vaneva chani mumba kaya uko. What kind of a pastor is he? And what kind of a pastor and what kind of a spirit operating through him? And he cannot bring peace among people. Bantu babiri wakayambana. That's why it's in Kukoti. Bantu babiri wakayambana. Bonse babiri baimidia before the judge. We have to explain side yake. Now we have to explain side yake. Ujaja ambera bonse babiri. And then anzao na kwa mine kuchoka vitu voipa. Achita decide to judge fairly. But you are a pastor, you are kusogoro. Ati ningazichita so na dropping anachita so nganifuna wakainde wankare 90 years. Who does that? What kind of a man of God? me, he's not a man of God, he's a man of the devil. He has a spirit of mammon and he has a spirit of hatred and bitterness. Bama's Pastor Matai to a man of God. Bible tells me not all that calls upon the name of the Lord. And the Lord knows those who are his. We should not deceive ourselves, but because by their fruits you know them. Bankara wakamba nokamba ningazita drop na chitachani constitution ineneka chabe ningabafatise vandali. A man of God ankara kamba nonsense calling himself a man of God. And you are going around abuse. We are watching people abusing people. Maybe he's even involved in it. They think they are untouchable, but the God we serve. I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jesus Christ. And I will encourage all the Zambian people, continue to pray to Jesus Christ, to God for mercy, for God to do what only him can do for the Zambian people. Taruzinga muntu munga mwamene wa brother wenzo kambira. Ba Edgar rungu benze bamushe mutima. Benzo enda kutuma nyumba ya wankote wa visitinga ba joking anabeze. Mumuzi wa president alipo pa chan. Bakamba wankote ni Edgar rungu ndine. Nishiba era wankote nshiniboduara. Kani yangati ma video na tamu. That's how the president should be. Who cares about the widows, the orphans, the poor, the helpless, to speak for the voiceless, to bring peace. Even in my marriages, that's why you can accept a law of a president. You are a servant to attend to my problems here and to Zambia. And you ask God to help you in how to counsel those people, to help them. But in the order of God of bringing confusion, harassing people, molesting people, abusing people, he spoke himself, and he that created our tongue made Wakainde to confess. Akuti wenzokamba tiwara werera popesa. Takuchora na mukosi. Azurura vamene vanachita mpraido.
Atukeka la pesa. Wawede atukeka la pe.
Nani Ayasuka, Mildred Kauseni has responded. She says, I've heard your response to her comment. But watching the constitution, I've heard the emphasis of hypocrisy in Zambia, but my deduction is that we don't respect constitution either way. I have noticed that leaders in power become very emotionally personal and deals with their opposition in an unconstitutional manner. All rights are infringed. As a result, leaders become more personally vengeful on the expense of the constitution and Zambians at large. It looks like both leaders have abused each other. Both actions of how the former late president was treated is bad, just how the current president was treated before. Let's learn to treat each other well, regardless, and constitutionally right. Again, I disagree with you, because the other president is in the grave, is no more. And the Lungu president, he never denied the HH medication. Mwa Mildred. Baba ECL tabachisepo kakireke baba HH, because what he did was treasonous. Sepo baba kakire. Lungu tabayimine pokuya mkuchitatocha ba mutinta orwaba na baba hakainde. Lungu never touched Hakainde's family. And the other one is dead because of the infringement of his rights. He was denied health care. He was under house arrest. I don't know about Mildred. You are new into politics. You have not been following what was happening in Kuriba Lungu. I would advise you to follow Lungu's life. after 2021 before he died, and then you can come and talk. Because if you to carry your mutima, thank you. Go ahead by idea.
I think you need citizen. I mean, that's what I feel. Kuti, bantu bankara monga ni vinyama na vinyama vinzerani. Cities where they have put their conscience. To the extent where you cannot feel compassion for people. If you don't have love, you cannot take care of God's people. If you don't have compassion, or if you cannot forgive, you cannot take care of God's people.
And money is not everything.
Yeah.
Money is not everything. Mwatwala 800,000 kukumanza. Kuri ba Catholic. Do the Catholics need money when we have street kids and people who don't have money to buy medications? Melenga, the floor is yours. It's so annoying, really.
I totally remember our president. I think what I want to say is there's no way Mama Mpumi, our president, Tawaba Chiteri recognized as a president. Tawaba Perio Muchinshi. So, even Mumfayabu, Echabala Perio Muchinshi. Elo, President Otawa Fuide, Elwalero Desha. Oh, watch Tirio Bubi. Oh, Wakalifi. Your mama, President Naba father Bachelanda, Natural for Kukufwa, Mukukalipwa kwa mtima. Efo by Edgar Valley, he was a man enough. They respected by HH's family. By Edgar, Tabaike, Kubakashima, HH or Kubana. Bale chitama politics, umuameno nabo. Ndumba, abawatata bashire mu kuchita revenge. Bashire mu kwikata omuntu uliwonze. Numbe rero balayimashanyo yapera state funeral ya omuntu tawa chitira respect.
Recognize. Not only respect,
Yes.
he never called him president.
Yes.
Even the speech he
Yes.
issued the
Yes.
other day, yesterday, he didn't say, therefore, he
Yes.
just said Excellency,
Yes.
Mr. Lungu. He didn't say the Excellency, the
Yes.
former president. He never called him
Yes.
president.
Yes. So, president. So, now this speech you're in a balavika, Bakayalandensh, by Edgar, Bakayalandensh, because for by Edgar for Inoshta, in a fondemo, a fondan, a film, even a evalinga, treatment, yeah, very important, Muntu Mwede. Takwa muntu kwisabulo omuntu wasamukanya treatment ero mumpya shakwe
Nishwa mwipaya. Nishwa ipayo omuntu.
Fiance file chitike fibale fwa baedika bafu. They were very happy to see baedika bafu. Na mflafi ne balelanda. Mune nama video ya lelanda katushinga bachama America. Fiance file balelanda. Then cyber ili ayonse. Uyo muntu wachiatukana mukashi mudumento ule wachalanda muchitundu wachiatukana vanetukana nomuntu ufuide.
Hello, from there we want a state funeral. When that state, when the same state cannot arrest the hooligans who are insulting somebody, muchitumbi.
Now we know, and we didn't know, Mama President, these Zambians we should know. By Edgar Lungu tatua bonfilepo, by Tukanorusele. But this president, bala tukanensere yakwe batu wapapa no papa tifika mukaba aba president. Edgar Lungu tatua bonfile po batukana pobusele. Edgar Lungu tatua beshibe kuseka na abantu. Edgar Lungu tabale yasuka. Edgar Lungu Nangwaba tuka Edgar Lungu tabale yasuka. But balarwana vena waimi. A president, all the abakuruba president watapokosukana na waimi. So if I have a Edgar again, if you have a family, let's respect. because tababa temenolo ba Edgar ba dino moyo lombero ba Edgar ba fa fish bala pera ba Edgar fish of bala pera nan kan ni respect bala ba pera nangu ni yo in wale that he was a president. He was a president, yes, we knew, but he didn't have that respect from the recent president.
And he was denied the presidential rights. So why should you give presidential rights, Muchitung?
So why? I was there, you know, my president, I was at Mama Chikamuneka's platform, and I was telling the problem in Zambia, people who have stayed abroad, Mama Pumila Abadi Bonsapa, you are very strict because when you start to adapt abantu bakuno, takwa bokulando lewa kito waya kulwansha. You are a very you people because what something if you are balanda you said the truth where that's why for Zambia to have because what that feel to watch David when so what chilamo for Zambia to ngaba South Africa na ngoba ku Kenya inoshita ayama no sense ngatapa tatuima
Why wale kaka?
South Africa go kwine bala bakaka. Kuna wale masenga bamwana kapokola arrest me, but I'm going to speak. Bala mamupela na mabo for inkaka, but they kwebela po.
That's why now we should be guilty. Edgar bale bakanya former Zambians they are quiet. No one stood.
No one stood, yes.
Queen Mandela in the Mujere. Mandela in the Mujere pakuti watenge freedom ya mewadi nayo kwa kuskutana. Ni kukamba.
Yes. No one stood for Edgar, but twaima abantu baima bachita protest. No one did that.
Well, for MP, you know, they froze all these PF people, their accounts, they have no money. So people think that for them to protest, they need to be paid. In the spirit, we need money to protest. Our pocket independence, no one funded them. They didn't have money. But Mozambique, we need vehicles. Kuya kuchita protest kwa diwati motoka. Fetu alenda punch. When we removed the one-party state, we were working kundola kudio kwenda punch. Makuchifumu mwafika mtown. Protest. No baba yuti bashinosh kubalolela. Yo, too many miotoka. Hachitene haya mabasa. Are you kidding me? Muka formula chula. Muka formula chula ba youth nga makula lolela fiat yo. Faktu miye mkushita protesti. Kukutuma impia ya mabasa. No.
The old president, madam, the old president stand and said, Mingalato, tukakwikata pamkoshi.
People were cheering. No, but our parents would have been Mulandu Kwebati. Threatening violence. Mulkakwikata pamukoshi nika kukamaka moto. The whole Zambia yunsenga yali iminina.
Malakama spirit. Do you people use demonic powers in the spiritual realm? Eh? Mwana mundu agona lero alishabe musho mairo mumupeza pa bedi ni okufa muganza anafa bwanji. Devo na bantu bake bamusebenzera bavichita hivi vintu mu spiritual realm. They go around, they have demonic guns, they shoot people. That's why mwana ma accidents. Accident yachitika bavichitira mu spirit.
We are broken. We are broken because so. But I think they planned. They knew what will happen. They knew.
No, they did not know, my sister. My sister, these UPN, yes, they did not know. They are desperate.
For power.
Yes.
for power.
They thought that
Are it desperate? Are it dangerous?
yes, they are desperate because
They can
one
do anything.
they when ECL Bambo Steph into ECL came back to power. That was the beginning of the hell for them. They started going after his wife. You remember how they were forcing people to tell ECL to retire? They started the narrative to force ECL to retire, but ECL refused to retire. They challenged him eligibility, but even after that, ECL was still going. They took away his benefits, ECL was still going. ECL nga yamukuchita jog mumusebo bamukanya. ECL nga yakuchiriro, they stone his vehicle. These people, they did not know. They thought ECL Balam shut up. They took away all his money, all his accounts frozen, all his strong funders, whatever. There's no money. Like PF, we hear some accounts are frozen. They thought that will kill PF. But even the death of ECL will actually produce something new. Now, me, I'm just speaking from my spirit.
It's true.
This death of ECL will bring in a new set of political players in the Zambian scene.
Yes.
This is a turning point.
Prophesy, woman of God.
It is a turning point for Zambia.
How shall it be?
Yes. You think a elimination of ECL through the eligibility and now in death, you'll be able to control the future? No. The only person who can control the future is God. And God looks at the heart of Zambians. And Zambians have been tried and tested. Zambia twalapira pabonse mwebe na Zambia. Tulapire fide twawerere balungu. Irena lirapire kuri balungu. I think all of you even heard me apologize kuri balungu. There's a video. But some of you, including wherever tukana balungu insere, you need to make peace. And all of us Zambians, God has taken us down this way because we disrespected umuntu wasungire Zambia for 7 years. And ask God to forgive us and ask Lungu to forgive us, and God will show blessing on the country if we humble ourselves and admit.
And now that he is dead, you can go to his wife and ask his wife, because the
Exactly. Awe never tukana. Aba echechi nshita yabo is limited. Tababera mine musaiba biu ba echechi mulengufwa. Tamwabera mine musaiba biu. Tamwabera mine muri ba Zambia Army. Tamwabera mine muri ba Zambia Police. Tamwabera mine muri Maximu oyo muletuma from nowhere tatwa mwishiba. Maximu nomba oko wale pa page kachinga wale booster page yakwe. Every time you open Facebook, is some comment from Max Moe. Tamwabera minemu. Because God is going to deliver Zambia. And the new crop of politicians is coming to Zambia. People who will love Zambia. People who were not involved in this blood money privatization. This is what all these people are dying for. Because the crimes were committed in 1990 against the Zambian people. If you don't know, this is my opinion. Opinion. But in our opinion, Yandi, I am a vigency. Teabu president. During 99. And this is the chain. Yeah. Kakabena Zambia. What happened in privatization? What they did and how they did it. They are not happy. These are the grudges number for today's But enough is enough. We need to pray that this crop of politicians go, and the evil they did to sell our country in 1999. You can kill someone by denying him medication because of the disagreements you had 30 years ago. No. It is on you, by UPND. Nabahaka Inde, this is my opinion. It is on you. The fact that the HH were the president when ECL was denied to fly out, and he has died from a medical condition because to lack of medication, it is on your head by UPND. Mula beko fenefia state funeral. Ine, if I were Mrs. Lungu, I'll be like an emergency paya. Ingamrefa atiye ku state funeral, mwana tushika babidi. Ineva Lungu apana ini up. It's not gonna happen under my watch. Because these people have been tormented for what they don't know. Mutinta was never tormented. Nawa HH, they were never tormented. And all of you Zambian people, you are in on it. People like Z News today coming here to talk with all that rubbish. Constitution, when them themselves, they're not following the constitution. Now you want to be seen in the whole world. You saluting on Edgar Lungu's casket when you are the direct reason the man is in a casket at a tender age of 68. My mother-in-law is 98. People are living longer. The average age of a man now is 82. That is the lifespan of a man. Any man with any condition or no condition, they can live up to 82 years. A lifespan forever. Now, how can a former president die at 69? Nawakwi, what age did she die? All these deaths, they are preventable. Because now I want to have for cancer is manageable. Whatever medical condition, you can manage it. That's why people are living longer. But you stress these people out to say Nangu, Balen Wemiti, because of the stress, the medicine doesn't work in their body. Even if Lungu had all the medication, but the stress of seeing his wife go to court every day killed him. The stress of working out, finding his daughter as the most wanted person in Zambia. Umuntu ayakubuma tenet. Valalanda turuselwa dilenkwali. And I end there. But Bena Zambia, let's call a spade a spade. Samakarubure Zambia, ngamulechita it is okay. No, if it's not okay, it's not okay. It is not. And until or every Zambian come to the level where they could tend to call a spade, there will always be someone betraying. Yeah? You, but PF, people like Mao Sampa, you are a direct cause to death here, Balungu. People like Mao Sampa. And now these MPs, they're supposed to go and vote for a constitutional amendment. I hope you do the right thing. You PF MPs. I hope you do the right thing. And there's nothing like cyber law here. It's my opinion. Na mwe nenga mrefu ya kapangeni ama video, mpangi ama page, mwambi okulala ndefe mule tontonkani. Mwina tutinya. Thank you. Yeah. Cyber ni ya weka hili. Nefini yopa cyber. Wakainde Jesus Christ akakuchitani surprised. Ah, he will really put you to shame. When he takes action, you think you can torment, kill to destroy his children. Ero waja wa Edgar Murungu enzo wako nda. And benze na spirit ya Murungu yenze na weve. That's why he was very humble. He didn't think about himself, but he was putting other people first. Anyway, we can close. Mama notes, last words, but don't ask Kamala Isala. Chualande fiyu chualufianya panwe mchimaireka dipa. Ba mama notes namlala. Okay, ba Miriam, last words. Mama notes, are you there? Okay, she's not there. Ba Miriam, last words.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead. Ba Miriam, okay, go ahead, Donoska.
Right, thank you very much. We come back again. Yeah, maybe at the moment, if, before we raise our voices because of the vices of some people who are there to tell lies, they don't want to tell the truth to the people. If this is the trend, then of course, some of us are going to be enemies of people who would like to to fulfill that. Probably even 10 lies is okay. Now that said, I come back to the contribution, gentlemen and gentlewomen. We know what is happening to our country. In our country, we know what is happening. The fear of our brothers and sisters. The fear. That's what concerns me. The fear. I'm not against somebody going to eat chicken, whatever you call it, hungry lion, or whatever, chicken lion, anything you want. You can do that. But my concern is this. What does the Zambian people want? And if the Zambian people can express themselves for what they want, what is the danger of someone to manipulate the voice or their volume? I think this is what I can just contribute at the moment. And I thank you for whatever you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ba Melenga, last words, and then ba Elia Malai Sara.
Mama President, what I want to say just we just have to continue praying for the family. And I think what you said and what the other people have said, that Zambia belongs to everyone and we don't have to fear. Because what has happened, it's not something that it's so painful to lose a leader like him. It's so painful. And what they did to him, it's so painful and very emotional. So yo balefa okubikako nandikane baleke ffe n'okutontonkanya apo enfyo pantu empya shiri esho balefa okubonfya bashibike mu mapoketi yabo nga bamubonfya esho eshiri empya yali nalefa okuwa hospital. So isho mpya balefa okubonfya eshakona olwokulayiranga ku kyalo ati yo balesa mukula saluta bayisalutirya bene bebonfya esho mpya bashibonfya bene mu matumba yabo because natweshiba naline tulelanda apapene mama mpumigana mubona tulelosha but batampa nokutamvya abantu inchito
Imagine
batamvya imagine tulelosha
umuntu afile within 24 hours, and I made a comment like that.
Yes.
I was just like, wow.
Imunshololwa ichumbu munshololwa takwaba president waso amampumya wokunashira apapene natotera sana president.
Naipatwa totela mama. Thank you so much. Ba Elia, you can maybe I can just say words so that you pray. Twatotela mkwai mwema viewers. Swala komboka tukabapa no mailo again. Zambia tufile twalanda, the truth will set us free. the truth will set us free. No matter how much they try to manipulate, if you today and that today and the propaganda, ichishinka shishinka. Ichebo chike minina. You should know that song. Fionse fika pita ichebo chike minina. So we trust in God. As Zambians, we are broken, we are mourning. This is a shock. I can only imagine.
Can I even prayer if you want?
Vala pepa ba Elia, but we can only imagine the last hours of our Excellency, our father, how it was for him. And why we are saying that he ifumine kudi resa ya kubantu because twalishi bakuno umuntu condition yakwe nga bamona tishani balapera neshita expiration date kawefi so that family members gather around and say their last wishes. But the way our father has gone, he was loved so much. He went without even saying bye. I don't know if the wife was there or any of his family members were there. The family was denied the opportunity to pay their last respects, you know. They will pay their last respects Muchitumbi, which is really, really painful when we are living in a time where, you know, technology, they can tell us to say, you know, this person doesn't have much to go. Can you come and say bye to this person? So we are broken and we mourn with Mama Esther Lungu. She's a woman of strength and we just wish, for me, I would like the government to save themselves the embarrassment because this thing is a global. The president died in a foreign land, a foreign company, a foreign country was paying his medical bills. It has a big embarrassment. So to save themselves the trouble, because this drama is in social domain, everybody knows the hatred that was between these two presidents. So I don't know how the president, HH, can with a straight face, the government and the GRZ can with a straight face demand that they want to hold a state funeral when they were feuding and fighting openly. The whole world knows about their fights. I think it's for the best if they respect their wishes. Otherwise, if they, for me, I can just maybe recommend Kriba Esther, if the state insists on having a funeral, they can have a state funeral there, but don't take the body there. They can just have a ceremony without his body to remember his contribution to the country. I think we can't stop the state from doing that. They can have their own ceremony Edgar Lungu, because I think it will be the greatest hypocrisy for Bahaka Inde to sit and salute by Edgar Mchitumbi when he refused to salute him when he was living. He drove against him on a road, which brought the treason case. So I think they can just have a ceremony without the body of ECL, but let the body be kept privately and let the family hold their private ceremonies. All the international dignitaries, they can go to his humble abode. Whatever dignitaries will be there, let them go and mourn with them there. And the other thing people were saying, what mu stadium kuri banani. Ngabatwala mu stadium, it will be an open funeral. Even the people who were insulting him will be there. So for me, I would rather keep it private and put security and make sure that whoever comes through the door there is cleared. This will be a lesson to teach Zambia. Bana Zambia bala sambira pakati beshi bashkwali banemfwa. Apapeli abena Zambia, if you chitika mu Zambia number, maybe we needed this to happen so that the government, nama future leaders abakaisa, ba if you elo info is final. So we just can't be pretending because umuntu nafwa. Now we want to be goody goody and do the right thing. No. Elia, you can close.
You're right, my sister. That's being an hypocrite. Yes. So, first of all, I just want to thank you, Mama, for allowing God to use you, you know, standing for the people of Zambia, for all of us, for our families, and for standing for God too, you know, speaking for the voiceless, the defenseless, the poor, the widow. You are here in America, you are speaking for them. You are opening your platform to allow us even to speak the things of God. Only God will continue to bless you and to protect you, to guide you, you know, to do whatever God wants to do with you. Because I think God has something in you that is interested, and the Spirit of God is in you. It's the one that pushes you, even when the flesh comes in. Oh, you are, because we are all human beings. Sometimes the flesh comes in, or since a cheetah, even a narema, but the Spirit of God pushes you to come out, you know, to stand for the truth. And Jesus, he is the truth. He is the truth, the way, the life. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. So continue to standing for the truth. And the fear does not come from God, people of God in Zambia.